welcome to the City Show. I'm your host, Dr. Tom Krieger. On this week's show, we'll talk with Sonya Staffan, the Jam and Jelly lady and owner of Oh Susanna's, about the upcoming Girls' Night Out and host of other Main Street Lebanon events slated for the fall. Later on, we have Warren County Career Center Superintendent Rick Smith. He's going to be here along with Mike Hart. Mike is the new main campus director, and we're going to talk about the return to school, which is just around the corner. Right now, we're going to meet with Beth Dupree, the executive director of Traditions of Lebanon. It's a brand new senior citizens community that's opening soon in our town. Beth, welcome to the City Show.
Thank you so much for having me.
Now, Traditions is a new thing to Lebanon, but not a new senior living. How long have you worked with the company?
So Traditions Management has been around since 2012.
Yeah.
And even though I have 25 years of experience in senior living, I am new to the company Traditions. I just joined a couple months ago.
And what drew you to this kind of work? Because you're a young gal, and you said you've been doing it since 25. Do they let people start this when they're in high school?
Oh gosh, thank you. Thank you. Yeah. No, when I was 15, I got a job in a gift shop at a nursing home and just fell in love with so many of the residents that live there. I ended up having 10 or 12 bonus grandmothers that I came and saw, and I ended up working at the same community for the next nine or 10 years and just never left senior living.
Yeah, seniors are refreshing.
They are. Great
They
stories.
want to have conversations about things that matter, and we're in such a hurry. Give me an overview of what you guys are building here in Lebanon. What's the vision?
So Traditions of Lebanon, it's an upscale senior living community. We're offering maintenance-free living in a secure, beautiful setting. It's 18 acres. It's going to have walking paths, a pond, a dog park, a clubhouse. It's going to be great. It's going to be beautiful.
Do you have to be a senior to
You
get in there? It sounds pretty good. Are you guys going to offer independent and assisting living options also, along with memory care?
So yes, we will have, we've well-appointed independent living villas, and then we have thoughtfully designed assisted living and memory care suites also.
Okay, now you have an independent living model available for the folks to tour now. Can you walk me through, I think we have a video. Can you walk us through this video and explain what we're seeing?
Sure. We're looking at one of our villas right now. This is each community, each villa has 4 separate individual unit villas in it. This is our grand living room, great room area. It has a fireplace, gas fireplace.
Yeah.
It's great lighting. You can see our eat-in kitchen there in the back. Our villas come with all the appliances. They're stainless steel. This is our Villa Deluxe. It has granite countertops. It's beautiful, lots of space. This is our master bedroom. It's large enough to fit a king-size bed, a dresser, nightstands. Again, lots of lights and lots of windows. It has 10-foot ceilings in the whole villa. The master bedroom has an ensuite with 2 sinks. It has a step-free shower with a seat in it, so seniors are able to sit down through their shower. We have walk-in closets for the master bedroom that are designed by Closet by Design. Oh, there you go. Just a lot of space, great space. Extra wide hallways for anyone that has a wheelchair or walker. There's a covered patio out back so people can sit outside and enjoy the outdoors.
How many units do you have available in each building?
We'll have 13 independent living villas, buildings. Each building has 4 villas, so there'll be 52 independent living villas in total.
Wow. What about parking? Do they have parking spaces or garages?
So each villa has its own garage and driveway, and then there will be parking for visitors throughout the campus.
Okay. So are the units decorated ahead of time, or are the people going to be able to put their own personal touch in?
Oh, put your own personal touch.
Okay.
Bring pictures, bring your own furniture, definitely make it your own home. Make it yours.
I understand you have lots of different options for those who choose to live in the assisted housing. Can you tell us about some of the other options that are available for them?
So the assisted living section of our community has a variety of different apartments, from a studio apartment all the way to a 2-bedroom, 2-bath suite. There's some that have walkouts into our courtyards. wooded views. Some have washer and dryers. There's really something for everybody there.
What about activities? What kind of activities do they have there? Is that a separate thing? You have an activities director? Or?
So we'll have an activities director. As I'm sure most people know, activities is so important for your mental health and social health for seniors. So we'll have activities programmed 7 days a week, anything from, of course, bingo to fitness, all the way to holiday celebrations and, exercise and special events.
And what about any other activities will the community have for the residents?
We'll have a lot of outings. We can go to ball games, the casinos, even like Girls' Night Out, which is in downtown. We can accommodate really anything that our residents want. That's one of the great things is that we design our programs based on what our residents want.
Yeah. How many outings do you think they have per month? That's got to be a busy.
Oh, there's going to be at least 1 or 2 a week. Yeah. Everything from going to the grocery store to going to the movie theater. Yeah. It really is whatever they want to do.
I would probably be exhausted trying to keep up with all these seniors on their activities. I'd have to take a nap.
I know. Yeah. The people that work in activities definitely need a lot of energy.
You know what really caught my eye looking at the notes was the memory care option. Right now, diabetes is the big thing, but what's coming up is memory, Parkinson's, Alzheimer's, all these memory issues. That's the next big one. So the fact that you're doing something like that already, what does that entail? What do you do with the memory care?
So our memory care section has 30 suites. It's secure. There's a lot of big open common space for dining rooms, living rooms, activity room. There's a secure outdoor courtyard. We do specialized programming in our memory care section called Veritas. Okay. And how we use that is we really get to know our residents and what their needs are, and using their preferences and their needs to design their day and what helps calm them and also what helps to focus on maintaining the memory that they do have.
Yeah. Wow. And what other amenities do you have available?
Throughout the whole community? Yeah. Oh, there's so many. So we have like restaurant style dining. We meals designed by our executive chef. We'll have a beauty salon, fitness center, a chapel, a library. There's a bar, a theater, activity rooms. I mean, I could go on and on, but there's a lot. There's something there for everyone.
It's like the Love Boat on land for seniors.
It is. Yeah, it really is.
So where is Traditions located, and when will the model be open for viewing?
So we're located at 401 Neil Armstrong Way between Route 64 and Franklin Road. Yeah. Our model for our independent living villa is open now. Wow. So stop by and come and see us whenever you can.
You getting a lot of traffic now?
We really are.
Yeah,
we are. It's been great. The community's been very interested in what's going on. Okay. Yeah, we have a couple of our villas are reserved. Yeah. So I encourage anybody that might be interested to stop by and see us.
Pop in. Is there a time frame as far as people popping in?
So we're there Monday through Friday from 8 to 5, but we can come in the evenings or weekends, really whatever works best for everybody.
Okay, and how can people get more information about Traditions of Lebanon?
You go to our website. It's traditionsoflebanon.net, or you can follow our Facebook page. It's Traditions of Lebanon. Yeah.
Have you been receiving commitments for people already on the villas? Are they selling?
They're selling.
Oh my goodness.
They're selling. Yeah, we have several of them reserved and a couple that I think are close to being reserved. So there's been a lot of excitement in the community.
I bet. And when do you expect the entire facility to be open?
I think the whole community is going to be open this winter.
Okay.
Yeah.
Are you looking for employees?
We are. Yeah. So right now, in a couple months, we'll start hiring for team leaders, nurses, receptionists, cooks, servers, full-time, part-time positions. We're really excited that we're bringing a lot of jobs to the Lebanon area.
Yeah, that is a good thing. And how can a prospective staff member apply for work? Just go online or come down there as well and see you? Or?
You can do both. You can stop by and fill out an application. You can also go to our website. There's a career tab and submit all of your information and even your resume that way.
Yeah, yeah. Well, fantastic. Is there anything else that we need to know? Did we miss anything?
Oh, Traditions, we're just so excited to be coming to Lebanon. It's been great. We are so thankful for how welcoming and warm the whole community can be. It's been fabulous.
What a nice addition, to serve our seniors. Thank you so much for being here. We'll be back with Sonya Staffan right after this break.
Break your fast food habit at Kelly's Meats and Deli at 1001 West Main Street in Lebanon. Stop in for a quick lunch featuring made-to-order sandwiches, tasty sides, and mouth-watering daily specials. For dinner, Kelly's offers fresh-cut steaks, chops, and seafood, plus a variety of prepared dishes that only need to be reheated. You'll also find a large selection of high-quality wine and beer that can make any meal a special event. Kelly's Meats and Deli, open 8 a.m. to 6 p.m. Tuesday through Friday, 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. Saturday, now open for dinner Saturdays 6 to 9 p.m. And remember, we cater too.
Since 1954, Hardy's Interiors has been providing quality furnishings for homes in and around Lebanon, Ohio. Today, you'll still find quality antique and vintage furniture along with new made-in-America furniture of all styles. At Hardy's, you can create a mix of furniture and accessories that truly reflects your personality, all made to last a lifetime. Designers are welcome and so are you. Hardy's Interiors at 208.5 Wright Avenue or online at hardysinteriors.com.
An auto accident is a terrible thing to encounter. Oftentimes people look to getting their car taken care of, but they forget to take care of their body. At Lebanon Chiropractic and Fitness, that's what we do. We take care of your body with chiropractic adjustments, therapeutic massage, and therapeutic exercise. So if you've been involved in a vehicular collision, call our office at 933-9799 so we can take care of the body that counts.
Call now to schedule your free initial consultation, 933-9799. Your hometown source, the Lebanon Channel, is now on YouTube.
I know how fortunate I am.
Just search City of Lebanon, Ohio to connect with everything that's happening right here.
And that's going to be an exciting part about this walking tour.
Subscribe to receive exclusive local content available only on the Lebanon Channel.
Wow, Neil Armstrong's coming to my launch. I was so excited about that.
That's the City of Lebanon, Ohio, now on YouTube.
That's what makes this Lebanon, Ohio a great place to live.
Yeah. Well, the Main Street Lebanon Group is continuing what has turned out to be a very busy year of activities with a bunch of fall events in downtown Lebanon. First up is Girls Night Out on August 14th. Here to tell us about that is the Jam and Jelly lady herself, Sonya Staffan. Sonya, welcome back.
Hi, thank you very much for having me.
You do a lot of stuff. You got two businesses.
I got a lot of balls in the air.
Yeah, you're quite the juggler. In addition to being a Jam and Jelly lady, you also are the owner of O Susanna's. When did you take that over?
2017.
Okay.
It was going to close, and I'm right next to O Susanna, my jam shop is, and I went over and spoke to the owner, and we worked out a deal because nobody wanted to see O Susanna close. It's been around 36 years. It's got some life left in it.
Yeah. So do they kind of trade and play off each other? Encourage each other to go back and forth?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Cross marketing is bred into us, but they're so different. One is apparel and women's scents, candles, that sort of thing, and the other one is all culinary.
Okay. Beautiful. And where are they located? Obviously, they're on Broadway.
You know, when people ask us that from far away, I just say, across the street from the Golden Lamb. You got it, middle of the block. Can't ask for a sweeter spot.
Now with this pandemic, how much has your business shifted to online sales?
Especially during the shutdown, we were 100% online, and we accomplished that by offering free delivery to Lebanon, and we had a smaller rate to go to nearby towns, because what were we doing? You know, gas prices are still not that bad compared to what they've been in the past. So we continue to offer delivery to Lebanon. We did 2 deliveries just last night, and you know, you'd think people would be out by now, but they're not. People are still really worried. So we've managed to get through the pandemic by offering free delivery. We when we got shut down, I thought, oh great, I'm going to have some time off. Within 3 days, I had 250 products loaded onto our website.
Oh my goodness.
And so it really helped us.
Now your background is in computers.
Yes.
Okay. Has that helped you as far as navigating into this online stuff? Because that's intimidating, and it seems like you're nailing it.
Well, I'd like to. That would be nice. But yes, I that's my real background is computer science, and I did that for a long time before I found out that I can make jam, and therefore I can stay home with my kids and raise them, and started that business. But my children have all grown up in the business, so two of them are computer experts. They're just, one is a radio broadcast engineer, and the other one is getting his second degree at Sinclair in cyber technology.
Oh my goodness.
So he's the one who just built a new computer for our online shows.
Okay. And now you're also a very active member in Main Street Lebanon.
I am.
Now, why do you dedicate so much time to this organization?
Well, I know a lot of people belong to a lot of organizations, and kudos to that, but I tend to be very focused on one thing. So I've always chosen this organization to be the one that I would belong to and offer all that I possibly could to it. I've been on the board most of the time since 2013. I took a little break for 18 months and just came back again.
Yeah. Well, it's been a wonderful group, and they're doing so much as far as the awareness of Lebanon. Now, August 14th is a popular event for Main Street. It's the next Girls' Night Out. What's the theme for this event?
The thing is, the ladies will flock together, and we took our traditional logo of the silhouettes of women shopping downtown in Lebanon. We've had that logo for years, and then replaced it with flamingos.
Okay.
So the merchants will be hinging on that paradise type of theme. I've already seen some pretty creative marketing. I know Anna's Popcorn has their sign out with big pink flamingos on it. They've painted flamingos on their front window. It's really kind of cute.
And now she must be really good at just rolling with the punches too.
She is.
I mean, her product is amazing.
Yeah.
But I mean, if I were to bet against a business, I would think that. But her skill set, getting involved in the community, and her product is just fabulous.
Well, and Anna has found her little niche. She will market to organizations and do a lot of the small popcorns for that and for sales. And her shipping is prolific, especially at Christmas time. She's very fast, and she knows what she's doing.
Yeah. Do you guys combine on some stuff? Have you combined with other vendors as far as swag bags and things like that?
Well, especially the swag bags for Girls' Night Out. And for those who don't know it, the merchants get together and purchase a bag that's very unique to that event. So
it's still $5 a tote bag?
It's still $5 a bag. And so the prices have not gone up on that. This time I know that it's a bright pink backpack. And there's
with the flamingo theme?
But there's no marketing on it. And I think that's the beauty of it, because your 13-year-old daughter won't mind taking it to the Y. You won't mind taking it to the beach, because it's not going to have a bunch of vendors' names on the back.
And
It'll
yet
be a nice
the color
piece.
blends with the
does.
theme. So.
And of course the bag is full of all kinds of little gifties and great coupons to a lot of the shops.
Still check in at the gazebo before the event for the tote bag?
It's now at front of the city building.
Okay.
It's in front of the city building, and I don't think that's going to change for quite a while.
Okay. And how many gals are out there going for these tote bags?
Well, it depends on the time of the year, but this is usually our second largest girls' night out. So I suggest people to get there. They start selling them at 4 o'clock. And this is, of course, on the 14th, as you said. If it were me and I was a shopper, I'd get there 15 minutes early, make sure I have my place in line.
And they're pretty civil. They're not like the women are. There's no trouble. We don't need security down there, right?
Well, I don't know about that. We could use. Are you volunteering?
I'm not. No, I'm not. No, ma'am. No, but I would think, because those tote bags and women and shopping. I mean, I've seen things with garter belts thrown back, and women just. And a tote bag is a lot more valuable than that. What specials are you going to be running in your stores for this event?
We're going to have in both shops a 50% off table. I think a lot of merchants are trying to get rid of merchandise we have left over from 2020. See, a lot of people, the way that these businesses run is that we are creating agreements with manufacturers in January for what we're going to sell in the summer. And then in May, we create agreements for December. Sometimes the agreements in January are actually for December, like for ornaments. So after last year, after 2020, everybody has a lot of merchandise, and we've all been very careful about what we're ordering this year, especially with the lack of the Christmas parade. That's the biggest day of a bump for the entire year for the downtown.
Oh my.
So there's been a few hits, not just the pandemic, but everything that came downhill from the pandemic.
Oh my. Yeah. Hey, let me back up to the bags. What's gonna be in the bags? Can you give us a sneak peek into the bag?
Well, I don't know what everybody's putting in yet, but I know that we're putting in a lei. So, because everybody wants to dress up a little bit. So if you can put a lei around your neck with flowers right off the bat, you're going to feel part of the action. And a lot of the ladies do dress up when they come down. And we'll also have a, when I say dress up, I mean in theme.
Okay.
We just had Christmas in July last weekend on our Facebook page. It's hilarious pictures of my husband all dressed up with women who came down with elf ears on. And I mean, we really have fun.
Yeah.
So this is kind of an easy theme, you know, the whole flamingo and paradise theme. But and there's lots of coupons in there. We're going to have a good coupon off too.
That's awesome. What about some of the other specials, some of our other vendors and merchants are going to be providing?
I'm trying to think. They haven't committed yet, but typically we have 6 or 7 really good coupons that are better deals than what the average shopper is going to get that night, which is significant because the average shopper is going to probably get 20% off. If you get a VIP bag, you're going to get 25 or 30% off.
Nice.
If you're buying a rug, that's significant savings.
Wow, that is.
Yeah.
Now, I love the theme,
Yeah.
but regarding the restaurants, I wouldn't want to have roasted flamingo. Okay, but what are some of the restaurants doing as far as specials?
Well, I have to say, most of them will resort to really fun cocktails.
Okay.
That is the biggest thing. The girls plan where they're going to go first, second, and third based on who's offering the best cocktails.
Okay. Is the Uber drivers going to be around town to help take everyone home? Or?
I hope so.
Now, you also have Feast and Folly. That's returning September 25th. Can you explain what happens on that day?
Yes. Feast and Folly was created when Applefest moved up the street, and the merchants knew that we needed to do something that day, so we created what we thought would be the welcome mat to Lebanon.
Nice.
And in the first year, it didn't work that great. We tried. We actually offered a free shuttle to take people up to Applefest.
Okay.
But it's so crowded, as you remember, the roads are
yeah.
so congested that day that we decided to stop that. You could walk there faster than we could shuttle people. But what it is, it's a very high-end sort of event. We have a lot more artists there. Everything is one of a kind. We're bringing back the wine garden this year, which is really important.
Okay.
Main Street Lebanon is partnering with Market 640, which is where Creatures used to be, up there okay. And they have an alcohol license. And
I didn't know that. That's new.
Yes, they have a nice bar inside there too, as I found out at one of our meetings. It's a good place to meet at night.
Well, that'll be fantastic.
Yeah, you'll be able to buy wine flights and charcuterie boards.
Yeah.
And we'll have covered areas where people can go and relax. And, you know, that's the beauty of the Dora too.
Yeah.
You know, you'll be able to take your wine and walk around the whole downtown with it, shop in the shops, shop at the festival, whatever you like.
You know, the fact that it's not so crowded, because I'm at this point where I don't like crowds.
Yes, I think we all are.
I love the fact that we showcase our town, so when they did that, I was like, that was fantastic, and the fact that it's not crowded, that's great. Are they going to have music?
Yes, we have one gentleman, and his name escapes me. His last name is Deary. His dad's a lawyer. Sam Deary is wonderful. When he parks out front of O Susanna and starts to play on his guitar and sing, I'm out there giving him tips.
Nice.
Tip him. If anybody sees him, tip this kid. He is great.
Yeah.
And we're also working on a violinist.
Oh my.
Yeah. So we're trying to bring in a little bit of class.
Okay. I know, and you can talk to me later if you need somebody who's a violinist.
I would love that.
Who's wonderful. What about other vendors? Any other vendors that we haven't mentioned that are going to be there on that event?
I think we'll be having.
They bring the beer trucks or food trucks or anything in for that?
Yes, we're definitely, no beer trucks because that will be handled by the Elks.
Okay.
And I love that because we're actually using the downtown, like Market 640 and the Elks, you're using your resources already built into the community. Yeah. If there's any profit to be had, I would love for it to be kept in town, kept to the people who work so hard to keep the downtown nice.
Now, how do the merchants get involved with this festival? Do they have to sign up to contribute, or is them just being there, is that enough?
Some of them, like myself, we have booths in addition that will have a certain theme that day. Like I always have a fall theme booth. That's when we get out pumpkin butter and apple butter and start to break out the fall. I mean, everybody wants to celebrate fall. I don't know why. When I was a kid, it was all about summer, but as an adult, it's all about the fall.
Wow. Now, before we started, you were talking about TikTok, and you do some filming stuff to sell your product. Are you doing that monthly now or weekly to get your product out there?
We were doing it every Monday night. I
Yeah.
took a little bit of a hiatus in the summer because I think a lot of the people, our fans who were watching, were also vacationing, so we could see the numbers drop. As you know, when you're filming live, you can watch the numbers, and we could use a little bit of a break too. I'm in the middle of canning season right now, and I need every second that I'm not doing that to be putting things in jars. But
2 businesses, a TikTok superstar.
I'm not TikTok.
My gosh.
Your assistant knows TikTok is typically for the younger age, not for me. But no, we're primarily on Facebook Live.
Okay.
That's where we do our business, and it's usually Monday nights at 7. We're going to start again a week from this Monday. And what we do is we combine products from both shops. Sometimes they just came in and we're using the opportunity to introduce them.
Okay.
Sometimes it's product that needs to leave because it's been there too long and I want to make room for the new season. And everybody has fun. We have door prizes, and people have got to know my family because they're running the whole thing.
Wow.
But we've developed this studio atop O Susanna where we can actually do just about anything. But we also have new hardware and software we're installing right now too. It's another reason for a good break.
Now, like everything else Main Street does, there's no admission charge for these events, right?
No.
Okay.
No.
Do you have sponsors that contribute to that?
You can have a sponsor. You can be a sponsor for Feast and Folly if you're a business, and that is something that's new. Usually it's only booth rentals. With a sponsorship comes a free booth space.
Nice.
So that is of interest to people. I know that Touching Hearts just secured one.
Okay.
And that's great. We want to promote these businesses downtown.
That's awesome. You're living a dream.
I am.
Was that a passion, doing the jams and jellies, and all of a sudden you just got some feedback and realized, boy, I should market this and sell it? How did that happen?
I wanted to stay home with my kids.
Yeah.
And I felt bad that I used to write computer manuals, and I thought I could do that at home. I bought a Macintosh and I invested in it, and then I figured out how much work kids are.
Yeah.
And that kind of floored me.
Yeah.
So I started making their baby food, thinking that, hey, here's a way I can help cut our budget. Baby food's expensive.
Yeah.
And especially if they only want to eat part of a jar and they drop the rest of it on the floor. It's, it's frustrating. So I was making baby food, and my girlfriends, Elaine and Sarah, came in and said, "You're a nut. Don't you know that they eat solids shortly?" And I was canning everything. I had hundreds of jars put up. So I took the rest of my fruit and put them into peach preserves. And I took them to Apple Fest, and I sold out in a couple hours.
Oh my gosh.
And I thought, wow,
Yeah.
here's something I can do from home.
Wow.
It was good.
How many flavors do you have now?
Oh, I don't know. I make them up sometimes as time goes on. We are FDA approved.
Wow.
But I think right now we probably have 25 on the shelf.
Yeah.
It goes up and down with the season.
Man, you got so many balls in the air. It's just, it's hard to keep up with you. And back to Main Street Lebanon, if people want to be involved with that, how do they find out about that organization and how they can be part of it?
Well, we have a website, mainstreetlebanon.org, and we really welcome community members to also get memberships. It's only, I should know this, it's $25 or $50 for a local membership, and the money really is going to improve our downtown. We do all kinds of little things for the downtown, and besides offer up festivals and keep them nice and tidy and clean, and it's fun. It's a fun organization.
I'll tell you, they've done a great job downtown, and a big part of all the improvements is Main Street Lebanon. So thank you, thank all the members in your organization for what they do. Is there anything else we need to know before we go? Anything else you'd like to share with the audience?
I'm thinking, well, you have really good questions. Just, thank you.
Yeah.
Thanks to the town, because I know that there's been a lot of response at the beginning of the pandemic, especially to make sure they were buying local as much as possible. They were, despite mask problems, we had people were really trying to keep us safe. And as a vendor, we are sort of the fulcrum where everybody comes in and touches us and talks to us. So it was really great when they were respecting that. And so thank you to the town.
Appreciate what you do. Yeah. We'll return to talk about the Warren County Career Center right after this break.
across the country, people are coming together to speed up what we can learn about health. The All of Us Research Program is calling on 1 million people to join us as we try to change the future of health. For your family, for future generations, for all of us. Visit joinallofus.org and find out how you can become 1 in a million.
When I first saw a turtle, my heart was full. Now I'm anything but lonely.
We had this deep connection, this heart connection.
He just wants to be close to you and part of your life.
Every day with Turtle is a perfect day.
When I'm holding her, it makes me feel calmer.
I think everything he does shows how much he loves us.
When we adopt a shelter pet,
we discover
they're a little bit of a lot of things,
but they're all pure
love.
So there you are, shuffling through a stack of resumes and you come to mine. This is it, first impression, my way in. But can my resume show you how I truly stand out? Like that I was studying, going to night school while working 2 jobs just to help my parents pay for groceries. Or being the first one to always step up. No, that's something you just can't put on paper. Look beyond the resume and discover new ways to develop great talent that is dedicated, hardworking, and determined like me.
When I was your age, I was just like you, fascinated by stars. But now I get to search for life in the universe. And who knows, maybe life is looking for us too.
So we're like aliens to them?
Yeah. Does anyone want to be a scientist now?
I do.
Awesome. We need more girls in STEM.
Maybe we can find aliens.
Welcome back to the City Show. In the last year or so, the way we work and what jobs have become essential has dramatically changed. Trying to stay ahead of career changes is the job of the folks who run the Warren County Career Center. With me today is Superintendent Rick Smith and the new main campus director, Mike Hart. They've had a busy summer getting the buildings and programs ready for the new school year, which is just a few weeks away. Guys, welcome to the City Show.
Thank you.
Now, your school, like many others in Warren County, chose to keep students in class and do everything possible to keep themselves safe. How would you characterize the success of last year?
Well, I think we learned a lot last school year. I don't think anyone really knew what the impact would be because it was so historic that no one had gone through this before. But, it is definitely impacting how we're doing it this year. We're going to start the school year off. Our students are back on August 11th. And when they come back, it's going to be full day, 5 days face-to-face. And we're excited about that because we know that's the best way that students learn is face-to-face and in their labs and in their academic classes. And I know there's a lot of uncertainty out there, but we're hopeful that nothing will really go bad in the next few weeks and that students will get vaccinated and our staff will get vaccinated and wear their masks. And those are the 2 most important things to fighting this pandemic is get vaccinated and wear your mask. So right now masks are going to be optional, but that could change. The interesting thing about this pandemic is that it seems to change, almost daily. And we'll be ready for that. We're excited to have students. This is an exciting time of school year, even in a pandemic, because we get to see students and get to see what they do best, and we're excited about that.
Pretty courageous leadership last year. Way to go.
Thank you.
Did you get a lot of pushback from people? You're out of your mind. What are you doing? And because they're so polarized, one side or the other, and kids at that age, they're not so much affected. So I applaud what you did. But did you get much pushback?
We did. Everybody got pushback. As tough as it is for us as a career center, we only have 11th and 12th graders and adult students. Our home schools and comprehensive schools have K through 12. And and trying to make rules that are going to fit all students easier when you only have 11th and 12th graders and adults, a lot harder. So I really respect what our home schools and what the comprehensive schools did last year to make it work. So a big shout out to them. And we couldn't do what we do successfully without the support of our home schools. They help us do what we do. So
I didn't realize you were tied in with homeschools too. That's interesting. Changes you made last year, are there any changes that you you did last year, you're going to move into this year and keep those?
Yeah, we're going to keep. We're going to start this school year. The plan is to start this school year the same way we finished last school year.
Okay.
So,
okay.
Except masks will be optional. We'll still have seating charts in the cafeterias and common areas and things like that. 'Cause we want to make sure students are safe and staff are safe.
That's number one.
Yep, number one. Yep.
Did your numbers drop off last year, or is it kind of steady?
It's been steady. You know, we've grown quite a bit. This is my 5th year as superintendent at the Career Center, and we had grown the previous 3 years before COVID hit by more than 10% each year. Last year, though, we ended the school year with one less student that we had ended the school year before.
Wow.
And we're expecting to have the same numbers this year that we had last year. So in the middle of a pandemic, we're still growing, and we have a lot of great things going on at the Career Center that we're all proud about. So.
Wow, well done. Mike, you're the new kid on the block at the Career Center. Can you tell us a little bit about you, where you hail from, and how you got involved in this?
Well, I'm from Wilmington originally, grew up there and went to Wilmington High School, and so that's my connection to education and getting into career tech is Laurel Oaks Career Campus is there in Wilmington, and that was my first job. And so when I went through, thinking about what we wanted to do when we grow up, I wanted to be a teacher, and I wanted to coach. And my first job being at the Career Center, I saw that there's a lot of different ways for students to learn. And so I was just really fascinated by the way they did things and got along really well with the students there. And I thought that's the path for me. Like, I want to be in career technical education.
Wow.
And so I've been in education now for 15 years. I was an English teacher for 9 of them. I've been a media specialist for 2, and then the rest I've been in administration.
Okay.
And when this opportunity came about, I live here in Warren County now, down on the west side of Clarksville, right by Fort Ancient, and thought like it'd be a great time to come to a place where I live and support the community that I live in, and really help students grow to do what they want to do.
Well, what's the main job of the director?
So really, the main job is support. The way I look at things is that I'm here to help students and instructors, and so trying to make sure they have everything that they need in the course of a day, a week, to plan for their future, what's coming up in the next month, the next 2 months, so that way students feel like they can learn what they came to us to learn.
Yeah, nice. And how many high school students are you anticipating in this upcoming year?
So overall, as our district high school students, we'll have 750 about, and we'll have 550 on our main campus, and we'll have about another 200 or so at our Atrium campus next year.
Now, how do kids find out about this as a viable alternative for their education? I mean, we have this general high school, and then the career opportunities. And I think what you guys do as far as preparing somebody for a career, that's brilliant, because I think a lot of times people flounder. Are you able to get into the high school to talk to them? Do they allow, I mean, are you guys working together as far as education, or is that kind of taboo? And how do the people in high school find out, boy, that's another option?
Yeah, like Rick said earlier, is that we can't do what we do without our feeder schools, our affiliate schools.
Okay.
We try to get in there early on when they're 8th graders, and they come out and they take tours of our campus, and they see all the things we have to offer, and start thinking about, what do I want to do in the future? And so we just show them what's available. And then once they go through high school at their sophomore year, they usually come out again for a sophomore tour, again to see the campuses, and they can learn what we're about and see if it fits what they're interested in. Our homeschools do a fantastic job too with career counseling and surveying to figure out what they want to do and help them guide to what comes next. And so, can't do what we do without them. And we're so grateful for their support. Got a website kids can go check out.
Good.
But there's been a lot of support from the state and from other local people to help get the word out that we exist.
So this is kind of what you did in Wilmington, but this is a bigger opportunity for you. Is this school, the numbers a little bit bigger?
Yeah, this is bigger than the Wilmington campus.
So what's special about this school year for you, and what are you most excited about?
Well, what's special is that new position, new group of instructors, new group of students, and a chance to take what I've learned in the past and help create and keep building what they've done here already. Wow. I mean, from what I've seen so far, the people here have been fantastic. They're on a really good path, and so just to be a part of that team and help keep building to a strong school.
It seems like the coaching stuff that you bring just fits. I hear you sounding like a coach. and just encouraging. So you're probably loving encouraging the teachers, encouraging everybody. It seems like that's a natural gift or skill set for you. Rick, there's some changes happening at the Atrium campus that's going to have a big impact on the Students' Day. What's happening here? I think we have a video we can see a little feedback. What's going on here?
It looks like there's a classroom teacher that's getting ready for the beginning of the school year. That's our new kitchen area. One thing at Atrium did not have a kitchen, or it had a commons area but no kitchen. So students that were going to Atrium were only going there for their career tech labs. And so they were losing instructional time by the travel time to go from our main campus to our Atrium campus. So if you were a student that was at one of our labs at the Atrium campus, which is mostly health science labs, pre-nursing, dental, sports medicine, and cybersecurity is there, and some adult classes. But if you were a student there, you would only go there for lab. So you'd be bused to our main campus, and then you would bus from our main campus to Atrium campus. But in the meantime, you would lose that half an hour or so it would take to get there. Yeah. And then you'd have to come back for lunch on our main campus and your academics. So we have in the last couple of years planned in putting a kitchen area in the Atrium campus and moving academics over there. Nice. So students now that are taking labs at our Atrium campus now will go there for the whole day. So they will either drive themselves in the morning or they will be bused to our main campus, bused to Atrium campus, and then they'll be there all day. So they won't lose that instructional time coming back for lunch or whatever. So we're excited about that.
Good logistics there.
Yeah. So. And Atrium, we expect it to grow. It currently has about 200 students. We expect in the next year or 3 that it'll grow to probably 300 students. So we're going to keep adding programs there. We're going to keep adding to Atrium.
Tell us about the programs they have at the Atrium. Is that nursing?
Nursing, pre-nursing, cybersecurity. There's sports meds. Yes, we have a cybersecurity. We have a medical office tied to administration there. We do STNA classes. We do phlebotomy. Anything that's health related will happen at the Atrium campus. And the best news about where it's located, right next to Atrium Hospital, is that we have a great partnership with Atrium Medical Center. So students learn hands-on at the Atrium campus, and then are able to do...
You're going to take credit for this? Because that's a brilliant idea.
Well, it was started long before me. It was a partnership that started back, I think, in 2009 is when that campus was built. All I've done since I've been there is add some programming and then add the academics and, of course, the kitchen. Our director there is Kim Gamble, who has been with the Career Center for many years and has done a fabulous job getting her staff put together there, and our students are successful there, and they have, again, Atrium Medical Center right next to them where they can go for job shadowing and internships, etc. So we're very proud of where it's going and how big it's going to grow. So
I'll tell you what, education can be intimidating, and your program's not just for kids. You have adults that are coming back, and what percentage of your students would you say are adults coming in and getting involved in these programs? Well, is that a number you're aware of? Or?
Well, we do know that over 90% of our students 6 months after leaving us from high school are either in the career field taking post-secondary classes or are in the military. So that's a great percentage to have. Now we don't really keep track of how many of our adult students had been students at the Career Center, but we do know that we have a lot of success when they come back and tell us, hey, I was a student here, in IT, and now I'm taking cybersecurity, or I'm taking one of the adult ed classes. So I will say this, if anybody's looking for a new career or they want to get a heads up on where they're currently at in their career, our adult ed classes will give them certifications and education and things that will help them move forward wherever they're at.
So that's a separate program, the adult ed program?
Yes, all separate. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. And what are your numbers in the adult ed program?
They've been growing every year since I've been here. We currently are serving, I think I just looked at the numbers before we left, probably have currently program, and even though it's summer, summer is kind of a downtime for some programs, but we have over 100 students currently in our adult ed programs.
Oh, that's fabulous.
Yeah. So we serve a couple thousand during a typical year in our adult ed programming.
Wow. Yeah. And what about new programs this year coming out of the WCCC?
New programs?
I never see that.
Because of COVID, we kind of put a hold on any new programs. We've updated several of our programs. Like last year, we opened a new vet science lab. I think you visited and saw that last year. So that was new for this last school year. But we do have plans in the next 3 to 5 years to just talk to our community and find out what's needed in Warren County, so we can adjust and bring on some new programs that will, again, help the workforce here.
Now, you mentioned the partnership you have with the hospital. Any other partnerships, and how does that affect the business and the development of the programs?
Sure. We have so many partners, it would be hard to list them all. Each of our Career Tech programs have an advisory committee made up of experts in the field. So if we're talking about welding, we have a welding advisory committee. It's made up of 10 members that are experts in the welding field, and so we have 25 Career Tech programs. We have over 400 community members that sit on those advisory committees, and again, they're all experts in the field, and we have great partners at the Career Center that either are guest speakers on a regular basis or hire our students or allow them to intern there. So we're really proud of our advisory committees and the community that gives back so well to our school.
So you have Mike here. Does that free you up? Because it's got to be a huge job with all this stuff. And
but it's fun. I think Mike and I are similar, that we care about students first.
So is he taking on some of your responsibilities?
He is.
Or was that a position and somebody left and now he's filling that? Or
Gary Patton was the main campus director for the last, he was with the Career Center for over 20 years. He retired this summer, and I will say this, that I just came back from a conference in Columbus with Career Tech educators and some of Mike's old peers, and they all told me that we definitely got a win here with Mike. He comes very well recommended, and we're excited to have him on board and see what he can do on our campus. So he's already got his feet wet, and he's doing a great job.
And now you're also developing a network of alumni in the community, along with an educational foundation. How are those groups going to enhance the development of the Career Center?
Well, we're very lucky. Again, Warren County Career Center is really supported by the community. Dinah Lovett is the alumni president, and she is just so actively involved with our education foundation, which is made up of members of the community who were either students or just care about the Career Center. And the foundation every year does a fundraiser. The biggest fundraiser is a golf tournament that we had in June. That raised over $25,000 for student scholarships and paid off fees. In the last 2 years, the foundation has given over $60,000 back to our students to pay for either fees, equipment, or scholarships to our students, which is incredible.
How many scholarships are available for students, and how do they find out about that?
Everything's on our website. We have such a great connection with our homeschools that we were talking about earlier. How does someone find out about the Career Center? If they're a 10th grader, they should talk to their school counselor. If they're already a student of ours, whether it's adult or high school, talk to one of our school counselors. We even have an adult ed counselor that has information on scholarships, how they can apply, and what they can do to better prepare themselves to get that scholarship.
Now, Mike, is there a good way for people to figure out what career fits them? Do you guys have a placement or any tests that they come in, and aptitude? Or
we have on staff, we have a team member who goes out to the feeder schools, and she does some assessments with people. Also, kids come in different shifts, and they have the similar career assessments to kind of learn about what we offer, and then what would they be interested in, how do those things align. So there are some things out there for them.
So are we going to eventually get a football team or a basketball team? If you were to coach something, what do you?
Basketball coach. I coached basketball for 6 years.
Okay.
The Mustangs. That's our mascot.
Well, you never know. Hey guys, is there anything else? Did I miss anything? Anything else you want to share with our community about what you guys do in helping people out?
We're just very proud of what we do, and again, like I mentioned earlier, if someone is looking for a new job or to further themselves in their current job, the Career Center is the best place to go, and they can go to our website at mywccc.org. All the information's there, and we have a lot of great people that will help them out.
Well, thanks, Rick. Mike, welcome aboard. Welcome to Lebanon. Stay tuned. We'll be back to wrap up this show right after this break.
Disaster tips from the objects left behind.
My home wasn't insured, but you can check your insurance policy now to make sure you're covered. Oh.
My savings are lost, but you can put money aside and plan for unexpected disaster costs.
We're lost forever, but you can scan important documents now so they survive.
Whoa. For more tips on how to prepare, visit ready.gov.
I don't remember how it started.
Go to that.
Our back and forth. It always came back.
Dad!
You probably don't remember what you told me,
That was perfect.
but I heard every word.
Observe a domesticated human family in their natural habitat, known to their species as the backyard.
Hey, you think I should light it now?
I think it's good.
Yeah.
Oh dear, someone is about to burn a pile of debris that's too tall, which can start a wildfire. Wait, could it be? Blimey, it is.
It's Smokey.
It's Smokey Bear. What a legend.
Hey, it's Smokey. Sorry, it was too high. Right.
Watch as he astutely ensures that there's no wind, and how he removes some of the debris to create a smaller, safer burning pile.
No, you said make it bigger, baby. The bigger the better.
Take note of our fearless furry friend here, humans.
I appreciate it. Fist bump.
Watching you.
Smokey's done it again.
Bye, Smokey.
Only you can prevent wildfires.
Before we close the show, we want to take a moment to remind you that Lebanon Park's 5K Monarch Run and Walk will take place on Saturday, August 14th, the same day as the Lebanon Garden Club's Monarch Butterfly Release. The run starts at 9:30 a.m. at Vandegrift Field, and the Butterfly Release happens at 11 a.m. in Miller Ecological Park. A week later, on August 21st, Deanna Kempf will lead a trail fitness class at Miller Park. This is all part of the Together We Thrive wellness program being offered to everyone by the City of Lebanon this year. Information for these programs is available online at LebanonOhio.gov or on the City of Lebanon Facebook page. Well, that's our show for this week. Thanks for watching. We'll be back in mid-August with another all-new show. Goodbye. Enjoy the summer.